I didn't set out to become the neighborhood villain. If you'd told me a year ago I'd be starring in my own suburban courtroom drama with fake cops flying fists and HOA board members plotting in the shadows, I'd have laughed you out the door. But life turns out has a real twisted sense of humor. My name's Bob Thornton. All I wanted was a place to watch the sun go down from my living room beside my wife Ava. Nothing grand. We weren't building a castle, just a modest house on a scraggly little ridge nobody wanted. It was rocky, sure, but that view, man, that view. Whole valley laid out below mountains, painted orange and violet every night. We saved for years. We got every county permit checked, every box did things by the book. Didn't take long to realize not everyone uses the same book. Ours was stamped and signed at the county office. Theirs, well, their rule book gets rewritten over brunch invisible ink. Queen Karen Fraser presiding. First warning shot came on thick, expensive paper, said our proposed structure would infringe on the community's established view corridor. Read it twice, still didn't sound real. Called Stan at the county. Guy sounded half asleep, half amused. Bob, unless it's a public easement, they can't touch you. You're not even in their CC and Rs. Good enough for me. That letter hit the trash, and next day the shovel hit dirt. Then comes the queen herself. Karen glides up in a golf cart so shiny it's like a chrome beetle. Tennis white's blinding visor. Perched, smile faker than cable news. We have a serious problem, she tells me. I'm ankle deep in a ditch mud on my boots, too tired for drama. I lay out the facts. Permits are real counties on my side. She waves me off like a gnat. The county doesn't understand the unique aesthetic fabric of our community. Hands me a fat binder, all covenants and bylaws. I tell her, seems like most of these are about grass height and mailbox color. I don't even have a lawn yet. Smile gone. You'll be hearing from our legal team. Vroom. Off she goes, leaving me in a cloud of righteous indignation. Letters keep coming. Threats cease and desist, lawyered up nonsense. My lawyer shrugs, says they're blowing smoke. But smoke still stings the eyes. Suddenly the neighbors start looking at us like we're squatters, not builders. A few wave, most don't. Ava tries to keep my spirits up, brings sandwiches, iced tea. We sit on the truck's tailgate, watching that view and sketching out our future. We're building it with our own hands, but it starts to feel like building a sandcastle between tides. Then one bright Tuesday comes the twist. I'm hammering subfloor, hear a car door slam. Some guy walks up, blue windbreaker, clipboard clutched like a sword badge, flashed faster than a card trick. Bob Thornton, he asks, like he's done this 1,000 times. Marshal Johnson's State Compliance Office. State what now? County sends inspectors, not marshals, and not in cheap shoes. He ignores my permits, slaps a big red stop work order on the door. Construction must cease. Fines up to $10,000 a day. Possible seizure. My blood boils. Show me that badge again. He looks around, ready to bolt. Give me the badge. I step forward. He panics, stumbles, drops papers, sprints for the car. I'm not fast, but he's not built for sprints. Catch up, grab his windbreaker, it rips, he swings, I shove, he flees, tires squealing, leaves a confetti trail of documents. Ava comes running, hair wild, eyes wide. We pick up the scraps and there it is, emails. Karen's name up top, her sidekick Gary chiming in. Subject: the Thornton problem. Just make it look official. Make it scary. They sent a fake marshal, tried to shut us down with a forged tag. It's not a spat anymore. It's a conspiracy. Ava doesn't miss a beat. Don't touch that tag, it's evidence. Call the sheriff. She snaps photos of everything. Tire tracks, the badge, the tag, every scrap chain of custody, she says. I'm still rattled, but she's steady as bedrock. Deputy Miller shows up, young but all steel eyes sharp. He reads the emails, inspects the stop work tag, snorts. This is a joke. Wrong paper, no seal, no case number. He collects it all, bags it, takes statements. Impersonating a public official is a felony, Mr. Thornton. And conspiracy's even bigger. This email, this is gold. Adrenaline drains, replaced by dread. Ava's on the laptop that night ordering a security system that belongs at Fort Knox. Cameras everywhere, night vision backups. If a rabbit sneezes, I want it in 4K, she deadpans. Next day, the property's wired up like a casino. That night, nothing but deer and raccoons. The quiet's almost worse than chaos, like the air right before a tornado. The real punch comes early Sunday. 2 a.m. motion alert. 2 figures in hoodies creeping along the property line, pulling survey stakes. and moving them 5 feet inside our land. Gary and Ted caught clear as day on camera. We watch as they hammer each stake into stolen ground, redrawing boundaries in the dark. It's so brazen it's almost impressive. Without that footage, we're sunk. Just another, he said, she said. But we've got proof. My first instinct storm out there. Ava grabs my arm. No, let them finish. We have them. 20 minutes later, they're gone, smug as ever. By morning, I'm walking a new property line, furious, violated. Call Deputy Miller. We have video, full evidence. He sounds downright giddy. This is getting good. Keep everything safe. Next morning, supposed to be a good day, concrete pour. Milestone. Instead, I find Gary and Ted in the driveway, arms crossed, orange cones blocking the truck. The driver's leaning out, muttering about mud cooking once concrete mixes, time's ticking. Move the cones, I tell them. Gary smirks, talking about HOA safety committee. I tell him I have you on video moving those stakes. The smirk slips, turns to anger. Next thing I know, he shoves me full body. I shove back, he swings, grazes my cheek. Ted grabs my arm and Gary nails me on the jaw. Down I go, world spinning. Truck driver jumps out, bellows. That's assault. I'm a witness. Gary and Ted bolt. We lose the concrete, lose money, but gain a witness. Deputy Miller's on it, assault, vandalism, conspiracy. Warrants out. It's getting serious. They don't stop. Next, someone cuts our security camera power. Problem is, Ava planned for this. Backup battery and cellular uplink kick in. Ted in all his glory is caught on the backup feed, bolt cutters in hand, face full in frame. Look who came to visit. Ava emails Miller. They keep coming. We keep catching. And then an anonymous email. Screenshots of a private HOA board chat. Karen, Gary, Ted, all plotting in black and white, whatever it takes. Faking officials, cutting utilities, scaring us out. A neighbor's conscience. Nate the quiet one? Doesn't matter. We now have their playbook, motive, and method. Our lawyer calls Bob. This is game over. Civil conspiracy, personal liability, we'll clean them out. But that's not enough. We hire a county surveyor and GIS tech, drone flights, lasers, maps, coordinates down to the inch. The report proves that our house is legal, every boundary, right? Our build blocks nothing of their so-called view. Their whole crusade is a lie. They're just mad about a roof. Send the report. Send a bill for damages. Karen's lawyer counters with a joke of a buyout, what we paid for the land plus peanuts. We laugh, shred it, mail it back. Then come the eggs on the trailer, nasty notes. Cold shoulders in the grocery store. Ava rolls her eyes. People are never as subtle as they think. Then I get an idea. If the sunset's what started all this, let's give it away. I set up a huge movie screen camera pointing west, streaming the sunset. Live for everyone. Hand-painted sign, free, sunset, all welcome. Neighbors wander over, some for cocoa, some just curious. Even Nate comes by, awkward but smiling. Karen parks her golf cart at a distance, stewing in her own bitterness. Instead of isolating us, she's made us the heart of the block. For one night, the war's forgotten. Sun drops, people laugh, even the old-timers soften. The court date finally arrives. Judge Rollins, sharp as a tack, no patience for nonsense. Karen's lawyer starts with the fake stop work order. Our lawyer just calls Deputy Miller. Judge looks over his glasses, then breaks out laughing. You're submitting a dollhouse model as evidence against a certified GIS survey. The courtroom snickers, but it turns cold fast. Judge hammers down, dismisses their case with prejudice, slams them with legal fees, orders them to pay for every dime we lost. Criminal charges for Karen, Gary, and Ted. That verdict shakes the neighborhood. The HOA board resigns. Nate becomes president, sends an apology and a check covering all our damages. Karen, Gary, and Ted get probation fines banned from any future boards. The story makes the paper. Ego emails evidence. House finished in spring. First night pizza on the floor, sunset spilling through dusty windows. Feels like more than a victory. It feels like the neighborhood's breathing again. That summer we throw a block party. No speeches, just music, laughter, and open doors. People drift in, finally acting like neighbors again. Nate toasts. The sky doesn't belong to any one of us. Even the grumps can't argue with that. So what did I learn? That sometimes the fight isn't about views or property lines. It's about drawing boundaries that means something, standing up without losing yourself, knowing the difference between rules and rulers. Ava's foresight, Miller's steadiness, even the quiet neighbor who leaked the chats, all reminders that decency isn't dead, just waiting for its cue. Justice showed up slow, boring, dressed in binders and timestamps, but it showed up. In the end, our house wasn't just a home. It became proof that the loudest voice doesn't always win. Sometimes the sunset belongs to everyone. So here's what I want to know. Where's the line between standing your ground and just being stubborn? Ever had to fight for what's right, even when the odds were against you? Tell me, what would you have done? Drop your story below. Maybe it's time we all stopped letting the Karens of the world call the shots.